Welcome to the A4NB4Y podcast, the Legend of Zelda theme podcast, where we go chapter by chapter through the game. This week, we're covering the Earth Temple. I'm your host, Ryan Fonzie, and I'm a bag of chips. With me, as always,
I'm Cameron Hagee, a boat with a face.
No, I'm Anthony, and I'm a lyric to a song.
I'm Luigi, and I'm conducting that lyric.
Oh, heck yeah.
Once again, I find myself in a lacking of belonging. Suppose you do need a boat snack.
There it is. I'm getting hungry.
One tends to get peckish upon the seas.
A boat's face does tend to get peckish.
Them darn seagulls.
The best food when you're out boating is always airline food.
Oh, gosh.
No, I digress.
What's the deal with talking boat food?
We've been playing a lot of Peak outside of Windmaker, folks. You got to forgive the airline food reference. Oh, gosh. All right, guys. So I know last time we all got together, we talked a lot about all the cool things you can do on the ocean. One of which is get your elemental arrows and take those to get some special items in some elemental islands. One of those kicks off this wonderful journey, and that is the power bracelets. Allow us to lift up giant head statues. One of these head statues is on one of the islands so conveniently marked out on our map.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
Crazy.
So if we follow the King of Red Lion's wonderful directions all the way to the southern edge of the map, you can find an island that's got a big old head statue just chilling on a beach in front of a hole. And so we run up, we lift that guy, we chuck it, and we get inside.
Big head, Terry.
Yeah. Get inside and we find a big old. It looks like a it's not like a tombstone, but it's like some kind of like stone altar of sorts with a song written on it.
Heaven forbid
cool.
you or Sacred Realm forbid you go hang out with Medley first. 'Cause she's like, "Oh, you got the Wind Waker? Like, let's have a jam sesh." And I'm like, "Wait, I know the song, but I didn't go there. Hold on. Be right back."
Because she'll be playing on her harp like all the time now, right? Even if you don't have the song.
Yeah. She's just chilling up there. I was trying to figure out. She plays like 6 or 7 different chords or something. Not really any rhyme or reason to them.
Gotcha. Just practicing to be that steward that she's meant to be for Valoo.
Mm-hmm. He likes the pentatonic scale or something.
Yeah, basically. I mean, but who doesn't? I mean, when you really think about it.
I mean, if we've learned anything from Bobby McFerrin,
scale does
Last
everything.
Dragon.
What about the last dragon?
I said high class dragon.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, we go get that song. I mean, you play the song here at the front of the stone, and we get a ghostly visitor that just kind of pops up and scares Link. They introduce themselves. I mean, basically, they first, say, "Oh, you're the hero chosen by the Master Sword. Wonderful, wonderful."
Cool,
I'm Larudo. I'm a Zora Sage. I used to offer prayers here at the Earth Temple. Those prayers would power up the whole evil repellent in the Master Sword.
Yeah, I mean, really, what is it? It's not that.
and then she says, "But then Ganondorf took my soul," which is a little more hardcore than I remember it being.
Nah, these people got wrecked.
Ganondorf's evil, bro, in this game. He's out here taking people's souls.
Yeah, and they're just praying,
Right. And the thing that I find is interesting is it never says there's not like a real time frame given of when that happened. It's just sometime after the Hero of Time sealed way Ganondorf, like he somehow returned and did this. Yeah, so he specifically targeted these sages. I don't know if he understood what was happening, like what the mechanism was, but he knew what to attack.
I think he just knew that they helped like seal
Yeah.
him away originally. So he was just like, I'm sparing no measure.
Mm. Yeah, he seems to be kind of on the ball. He knows what's going on. He like Ganondorf always seems to know what's going on when like Zelda or Link have no clue. Dude just seems to like have all the answers. And when they're kind of bumbling around.
You know, I think the Gerudo just keep better historical records than the Hyruleans do.
I mean, you know, they're way more invested in it because they keep birthing the evil king. So maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So she explains that you must find someone who carries on her bloodline, which you know you'd originally think is pretty difficult because there aren't any Zora in this game.
Mm.
But then she explains the one who holds this sacred instrument, and shows you the harp that we might have recognized that Medley just carries around with her, just in her hands. So
look for my axe.
basically, right?
My hairbacks.
The one thing that I did want to mention is she drops this little lyric right after she says that, which is very reminiscent of like the water temple bit that Sheik tells us before giving us the song in Ocarina of Time. It says, "Nothing can stop the flow of time or the passing of generations, but the fate carried within my bloodline endures the ravages of all the years it survives." So it kind of starts out with what feels like a callback and then kind of turns into, now here's how this is more relevant to our current situation.
Yeah.
Hardcore. So before we move on from this lady, I believe this was before I think we start talking to her, we kind of play the song and then she plays a more elevated version of the song with like the actual song. Just like a little like one piece of it. And
let me punch up your conducting real quick with a little tune I like to call How This Song Was Written.
And so the song, so I was just listening to Clocktown today. Like I was just listening to it. And if you go and listen to Earth God's lyric, it is the dun 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 of Clocktown. There's a few notes, little couple notes that got escalated in the scale and a couple notes taken out, but it's Clocktown. And I tried finding it online, couldn't find anything. Like I can't be the first to hear this. There's got to be more people who are more musically inclined.
That's what I mean. There are like there's like years worth of content of people mining Zelda songs and flipping them around to figure out, because like they're just hidden everywhere. We just don't know it because none of us have music theory like doctorates.
Exactly. It's crazy how much like I never knew that until today that the Earth God's lyric is legit just reskinned Clocktown.
I'm interested to check that out.
Yeah,
I've never thought of a song as being a reskinned version of another song.
All right,
some new
maybe
rapping.
reskin. Maybe reskin is not the right word, but just
This
a
is the
remix.
remix. Yeah. It's just all right.
I mean, that's what Cole Gara Battle was. Remix of Dragon Roost. So good.
Oh yeah.
Dragon Roost never dies.
No.
If they ever stop using Dragon Roost, they'll stop making Zelda games.
Oh,
It's not. Listen, it's not my choice. I just feel like that's true.
I mean, we don't
that's just how
choose
it be. I
destiny.
don't make the rules.
Yeah, that's just the song. Like we don't we didn't have any choice in it. We all were just like, no, that's the song when we heard it the first time.
Mm-hmm. It was acceptance at first.
Yeah,
Year.
it's inevitable. Dragon Roost is inevitable.
basically. Speaking of Dragon Roost and the inevitability, we
We hear that
we run
song.
this song back over to Medley so that we can play it for her. And she has like a, I don't know, like a cognitive dissonant moment here where she just kind of phases out of reality into just the history of her own bloodline that she didn't know was there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild. Pretty sure she just about passes out in our arms. So
She does, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Like I would kill to have like one of my Irish ancestors come to me in some dream state and teach me like a song they wrote 300 years ago. Like just instantly learn how to play like an old Irish jig or something. Like that would be
That'd be cool.
amazing. Like that would be the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
that would be pretty sweet.
Would I go pray
Depends
for the
on-
rest of my life? Maybe not. But that would be pretty cool. I'd probably go play that song.
Yeah, because it kind of cuts. We get a cut scene. Just to kind of describe it a little bit more. Medley stops after she hears the song, looks out over the horizon, says the song feels familiar, and she's trying to remember something. Like something I've forgotten itself is trying to be remembered. And so we have this little ancestral visit. Medley passes out for it. And then she awakens just in pitch black, basically in her mindscape, right? And Larudo shows up, still looking rather ghostly, to just show up and start playing a song. I don't think, I'm watching it right now. To full disclosure, there's no words exchanged between these two. Larudo just shows up and starts plucking her instrument.
It's time to jam.
Yeah, and after a few phrases, Medley joins in, and they play the song together. There's a little bit of like instant transmission going on, just because that's what ghosts do. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who like blink in this game, like the D&D move of like I'm gonna blink to that location, over across the room. But like Coral did it earlier, and it was like he can only do it like every like 10 feet though. But
if you're a ghost, you don't really walk anymore. That's just the rule.
Yeah.
You just appear in different locations. So as they play the song, a big glowing Triforce shows up. You can see the Master Sword floating above it. And that is apparently her calling as a sage. Or at least that's what that would represent. And then when it kind of cuts back to reality, she's staring blankly into the sky past Link. And she's like, I realize what I must do. It's like,
I don't know.
Says I've seen eternity, Link.
Take me beneath the waves.
I've seen 14 million possibilities, and I know the one that I must follow.
And she realizes that she is the sage of the Earth Temple, which I'm kind of wondering if she even knew what the Earth Temple was before
Probably
this
not.
moment.
Doubtful.
Yeah. And the next line that she gives bothers me a little bit, because she says finally there's something I can do that's useful for this world. And part of me is like, hey, Medley.
You were kind of like the most useful.
Yeah, bro.
You're way too hard on yourself. Like, you actually were living a pretty good life full of purpose. Like, you ain't gotta feel like you needed something bigger to be meaningful.
You were the attendant to a demigod dragon.
You were helping the kids get their scales.
Yeah, and those kids
thing.
like literally pulled our butts out of a fire. Like, come on. Pretty important. I like you way more than the other guy we're gonna have to talk to. He, however, has messed my life up.
Yeah. So that was a little concerning. Her opinion of herself seems to be rather low, just based on that quote alone. But she supposes her teacher may have already known about this whole destiny thing that she's just caught up in. It makes you wonder how many generations back was Larudo. I mean, you would think quite a ways. People seem to have forgotten most of their own history here. And then we get another little moment where, you see Komali flying around, and Medley basically says, I want him to remember me just as a regular attendant. Like I don't want him to think of me as like something greater for whatever reason. So we're just gonna bounce without saying anything.
You're like his mom now. Like, come on.
Right.
Give him a hug.
Like he deserves to know the truth. And also, like, you think he's gonna be way more traumatized with this scenario. With you just like disappearing one day. With no explanation. Like that is not a good way to do this. But
my best friend and mentor just disappeared one day. And then the dragon was like, it's fine. Also, my butt doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Valu's just sitting up there watching this entire interaction like, yes, finally, the day has come.
He just tells everybody, did you know my butt feels great now? Real happy about it.
And Hylian, though, so nobody knows what he's saying.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, just
Dragon's
bunch
on
of
heavy
roars.
these days.
Medley's gone. There's no one to translate for him anymore. Except for the boat and maybe that fish. But that fish doesn't speak.
She never
just
trained
the boat.
anyone.
Yeah.
Medley just ruined the entire thing they had going.
Yeah. Their entire civilization is going to collapse now. Remember how there was like a whole thing about how like we can't get people up to Valu, so our whole way of life is in jeopardy. Like he basically just took the one attendant to Valu and removed her from the island, and it's like, you'll figure it out, I'm sure.
The ramifications of this are just vast. This ripples outward so far.
You guys have backup harps, right? Like you can assign a new attendant.
They got it written down in the scrolls in that one room with all them boxes somewhere. You know, the Hylian language translation. They got this.
Hey,
your first mistake was assigning only one person. You should have did two, like Emperor Palpatine. The rule of two. You always need two.
I'm just imagining like Tingle showing up, like, "Hey, I can decipher that for you."
The historian himself.
Just got to spin my wheel a little bit.
Tingle's the dark
If you give me 500 rupees, I'll translate what Valu said.
500 rupees per character.
Oh, no.
All right, it's starting to sound like Mallow now.
Well, you know, that's probably Mallow's bloodline, to be honest.
Yeah, Mallow's descended from Tingle. I mean, I'm wondering if everybody in Twilight Princess, except for like Link and Ilya,
Tingle
is descended from Tingle.
Oh,
like
no.
you know,
Tingle is
just
eternal.
with that real estate on the forehead.
Oh my gosh! All right, so we ghost the entire Rito people with their attendant on our boat. If you go into first person mode with Medley on the boat, she's just not there for some reason. But if you pull out your camera and do a selfie, she shows back up. So that's cool.
And if you pull a chest up out of the water, it kind of crushes her legs against the side of the boat. But we're not talking about that.
I did not do that, and that's hilarious.
A lot of clipping with the character.
A little bit of clipping.
I didn't this time, but I've definitely run like lots of errands with her in the boat before.
It's like, oh, I'm glad you're here. That'll be great for the next step. But first, I got an ocean to explore. You want to come with?
Look, I've been real lonely the last 15 hours. I just want to hang out with someone.
Yeah,
The boat really likes music. Just play some music for him.
Yeah. It's like when we gave Tetra a tour of the castle.
Just imagine like when she's in the boat, like imagine you just do like all the messed up stuff that you can do. Like while she's in the boat, like you go like purposely find the ghost ship. You go like get caught by a giant Octorok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go beat up
away
one of the. Shoot a bunch of cannons on the Dice Island. You know.
Yeah,
Fighting an armada of ships.
My first order of business is always to fast travel. You know, down to Outset, And
Yeah.
that alone is pretty crazy to do with someone on your boat who's never experienced it before.
Even
Hold
someone that
tight.
can fly. I feel like that's
Look,
a pretty hefty tornado.
look, I
Yeah.
shot one of the wind gods for this, so hold on.
Right. Like buckle up. We're going for a spin.
Yeah, I shot the
Also, we're
spinning
gonna-
wind god.
Yeah.
3 times actually.
Turns out I can command his power, and let me tell you, it's a doozy. So, did you bring your Dramamine? Because you're gonna need your Dramamine.
Watch out for my cute little cyclone. His words, not mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of
gosh.
going to Outset, so I actually did 2 things I've never done before. I never knew were in the game. When I was heading to Outset with Medley, before I went over to, the next door neighbor Earth Temple, and one of them was one of the fishermen. He's the fisherman who actually tells you on Outset there's like pigs, or you can like have pigs dig up treasure
Right.
for you. Never knew that
Oh,
was a
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Then he proceeds to tell you that he wants you to shoot him in like a mini game and he'll give you rupees. And I'm
Yep.
like, what?
I
Why
haven't
do
had a
you
fish
just want to
man.
be shot?
Did
So
that.
we start the game and I am thwacking him. You start with 10 arrows. I hit him with all 10 arrows. It makes this giant thwap sound when you hit him. He makes like a little pain. You see his like eyes. If he's like facing you, you see his eyes like get big. And then the thing ends. I win. I hit him with all 10. And he's just got him in his hand. Like he
Oh, yeah.
caught all of them. Like he didn't get hit. He's
They're
just a
stuck in
ninja
his
fish out
fins and
here.
in his. Yeah. They're. To me, I feel like it just keeps track of where they hit him, but you usually hit him in the fins for some reason. I don't know if that's true.
He says he's having back pains, and so I take it to believe that this is acupuncture. He wants you to like shoot him
Yeah.
with with
I
And he's
punch
like,
with
yeah.
2-inch needles.
You can't be a
Yes.
fish man out here on the sea without being tougher than, a few hits with arrows. I'm like, sir?
Fish man.
Swimming out in these seas, I don't know if it makes you that tough, but sure.
Like there's
Yeah,
how many squares in
49.
this game? 49. So there's 49 fishmen that we know of.
Yeah.
That we know of.
They can tank 10 arrows that we know of minimum. And these
Well, I
guys
mean,
could
you
just
can
go
play the
kill
game
Ganon.
as many times as you have bait. So,
Hmm.
like, if you run into an issue later where you're just too poor for Tingle's nonsense, you can just go play the Fishman game, and it's like free money
We need to back
if
up.
you're at all good with a bow.
Mayo has
Yeah.
just made an amazing point.
What was that? What did he say?
Why is there not why do we not send a school of fishmen after Ganondorf
Right?
and a giant pig that does 3 hearts of damage? Like,
Round
there
up
we
the
go.
49.
Round up to 49.
Call the tornado and turn it into a fish-nado,
Yeah,
an iron
we got-
fish-nado.
We get a cute little tornado, his words, and we send it that. I mean, the fishman did say that, like, we don't know, like, he doesn't owe us anything anymore, so maybe that's what it is, but I think we can work out a deal. I got a lot of bait.
Yeah. Like, I'll
I
give
got
you this
1,000
entire
rupees.
bait bag.
Yeah, like, I don't need to give Tingle any money. I can just get a bunch of bait.
Just bribe the fish to take out the final boss for you.
I don't know. I think it's brilliant. You're onto something.
We're gonna
Yeah.
start a war between Tingle and Beetle, though, and that'll be the next game.
No, we'll broker a merger. This works for everyone. It's like kind of horizontal integration.
2 angry ghosts. You get Beetle showing up in boat form, like, hey, there was this evil cartographer. We gotta kill him.
Evil cartographer. It's my favorite
Legend of
strong bad
Tingle.
wrestling persona. Il cartographer.
Yeah.
Legend of Tingle Merchant Wars, anyone?
I'd be down.
I mean,
I haven't played any of his other games, but I'd play that one.
so Ganondorf cannot be defeated by such simple things as wrath and fire, but a tornado full of fishmen and maybe a giant pig. Now we're in business.
Slam dunk.
basically game over. And once he sees that there's a giant pig involved, he'd be like, "Ah, they figured me out."
Now they know why I take my main form.
Not only
He just
that,
sits down.
White flag raises over the forbidden fortress.
cuts the strings on his puppets and just get out of here.
Yeah,
not only that
stop.
though, we have pirates on our side. We have Zelda.
Mhm.
We have all of Dragon Roost and Valoo. We have I don't however much Coral's worth, probably nothing. And
I mean,
He's
really,
morale, man. He's morale.
Just catching strays over here.
he's done nothing but mess us up at every turn.
like we have a small army, you know?
Yeah, the sequel's gonna be great.
Wind Waker 2 when it finally comes out.
Yeah, can't wait.
Just on the horizon.
22 years so far. Anytime now. All right. Did you do anything else at Outset? Because well, I guess I can talk about it later. What I did at Outset because I didn't do it until later.
Well, I mean, I
with the
got
pig.
yeah. Piggy Pig
Um,
got the heart and did the thing with the learning the family secret technique.
Yes,
Yeah, I didn't do that till mid dungeon.
definitely did that. It was it's really good for this dungeon.
Yeah.
I grabbed it because I decided to go check out Big Head Terry and his never-ending dungeon of happiness and horror. But I forgot that you need the Earth Temple item for the Savage Labyrinth or whatever it's called, the Sag Labyrinth.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't do that. So I had not like after I left the Tower of the Gods, I had 9 of the champion belts.
Okay,
Whatever they're
yeah.
called. I always forget what they're actually called when I'm podcasting for some reason.
Knights.
The champion
Knights
belts.
Crests.
Oh,
yeah, but they are like WWE champion belts. So I only had 9, and I was like, well, I can't really get into any of these other spots where I feel like I'm gonna run into more of these guys. So I just went into the dungeon thinking, well, maybe one will be a mini boss, and there was
Sure
like
enough.
pretty late on in the dungeon too.
Yeah.
They just stick one in a room. So I got my 10th, and then immediately bounced and went and got my family secret technique, and then came back to finish up.
Yeah, he asked me to play more sword games with him, and I was like, nah, I gotta go.
I did the sword games. I did the whole 999, and then he tells you to stop, and he lost count, and you get called a sword master for doing that.
Ooh.
It's a
I stuck to
marathon though.
500.
Yeah, 500 is where you get the heart piece. After I got 300, I skipped 500 and went straight for the 1,000, and he only gave me the heart piece. He didn't give me the rupee reward for 1,000. So did that wrong apparently.
That's rude. So you need like a total, what is it, like 2,500? Because it's like 300, 500, it's 800, 1,000,
I think
1,800, and then 100, maybe 1,900.
I think somewhere in there you got me very confused. I think he wants you to hit him 100 times and then 300, then 500, then 1,000, but he doesn't tell you about the 1,000. I don't think. I think
Just
500
go.
is the last hard goal he gives you.
Mm.
And he's like, just see what happens, and then yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm Sword Master Link. No big deal.
See, I stomped all
No
over
big
this
deal.
dungeon, and did not take too much damage, so I don't need some old boomer to like make me feel validated that I'm a sword master. Like I feel pretty confident.
I've defeated entities more ancient than you, old man.
Yeah, dude. Like I got 10 of these Knight's Crests. Like you only got 1. Like, come on.
Oh gosh.
I love how when you give him the Knight's Crest, he like starts to cry and he's like, you just completed what me and my brother set out to do. I could just cry. And you visibly see him crying. He's like, but I don't have tears to shed. And then he just wipes them all away. And I'm like, what?
I cried those tears long ago.
It's like,
Oh
all right.
gosh,
So where did the other like 20 come from?
that was before I wiped my face. Those don't count.
But yeah, I was trying to find the dungeon of everlasting fun, but I couldn't. I don't remember where it was.
It's
Well,
up
Coral.
on the bridge. I mean, you have to like change the wind and fly
Oh,
over with a
that
leaf.
dungeon. Yeah.
hmm
Oh, okay.
But you know, now it's probably good to do because you get halfway through and you get blocked by a thing you need from the dungeon we're gonna do.
Little something something.
But yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that darn thing. I like the first chance I get, I go there.
Nice. I mean, I tend to wait till I have all the items and stuff before I go there, just because of stuff like that. But
Yeah,
I don't
probably
even
would've
know
been
what
good.
y'all talking about.
so there's this really cool thing called the Savage Labyrinth. It's not a labyrinth at all. It's just a series of holes. It's kind
Nice.
of like the
Link
Cave
falls
of
through a hole.
Ordeals in Twilight
Yes,
Princess, but
exactly.
it's the Wind Waker version of it.
It's
So
better.
every room is a combat challenge, starting from simple things like choo-choos and mini blends, and then it gets harder and harder as you go.
Did they have
And
that in Breath of the Wild too? And it was like the DLC.
That
Kind
was
of.
awful.
What?
yes, the Trial of
No.
the Sword, I think, is what you're
Trial
talking
of the Sword
about.
is
But
the
Yeah,
best thing
yeah.
in the entire game. Stop it.
yeah,
I love the Trial of the Sword.
Awful.
it
I
grows
want
on you.
I want a randomized roguelike Trial of the Sword. That's what they should have been doing. More than anything in the entire world. Just give
So
me
I
Yeah,
that.
think there is a mod. I don't remember the developer,
Okay.
but there is a mod for the Cave of Ordeals
hmm
that is like a roguelike mod. It's an entire roguelike game the guy built
That's cool.
in that. I'd have to
oh nice.
find the mod if you're interested.
So yeah, I mean, I think the point. I think they even changed what the rewards are for that. Standard to
Yes, they
HD,
did. I don't
because
remember what they are.
it used to be like a I think in the original game you needed that for a Triforce chart or something. Like it was actually critical path.
Yes. Halfway through.
And then I think in the HD version they scrapped that and they said no, if you do this you just get a fancy mask that lets you know how much health the enemies have.
Is that
Uh
what it is? Or is it yeah, because
yeah.
the eagle eye mask is in the next game. The one that like lets you become a sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This
So
one
it's
gives
just a health
enemies health
mask.
bars, which is so weird in a Zelda game, but kind of cool to have.
Mhm.
Another reason why this is the proto Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if that's another way to learn like boss names is if you have the mask on when you're fighting a boss, if it just like
Ooh.
gives them a health bar.
Interesting.
It's like Star Fox 64 rules. If you made it with Slippy and Peppy, you'll get the health bar and some hints on how to beat it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's the main the other main thing they do is that Slippy and Peppy will like have boss fight functionality if they're still alive.
Nice. All right. So that stuff on outside side, we can cruise on over back to the Earth Temple. You conduct the fancy song in front of the place where you learn the fancy song. And Medley will play, and I think is Larudo a part of this cutscene as well? I don't remember if she shows up for this.
I don't think so. I think it just blows up.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So Medley plays it. The shrine is just you hit all the right natural frequencies to make this thing rumble and shake and crack apart.
Mhm. Yeah.
One of my
And
favorite
that's
parts about the beginning of this here was when you first get to the island, Coral basically like says a few things to both of you when you get off.
yeah,
It's just so hilarious. Like it's
it's
just
pretty
typical
immersion
Coral.
breaking.
It's
Like, no,
typical
pay
Coral.
attention.
Like at first he really is like, or no, I'm sorry, it's after he's like it actually is a really powerful thing. But it's like before he's just like, yeah, so you can like, press A to like pick her up and well, Medley, if if Link's trying to call out to you, he's gonna press ZR and you're gonna want to go over to him and then he can call you over. And Link, if you need Medley, you can always play the command melody with the Wind Waker. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, stop.
Thanks,
And then he's like,
Carl.
Medley protect Link, Link protect Medley. Off with you.
Yeah. It's kind of like gather around, children. What you're about to
Yeah.
face is the most treacherous dungeon you've seen yet. Together, you must strive to accomplish, the task set before you. Also, if you press some buttons on your controller, they'll have some different functionality. They'll go off and be safe.
Press B to save the world.
Yeah.
It's like, Medley like looks at like you're walking away and Medley looks at Link and Link's just like, yeah, I don't know. He just does that.
Medley's like, "What's a controller button?" It's like, don't ask.
He says a lot of things about this old place that used to exist that I just don't understand. I smile and nod and then I, kill stuff for him.
He's always telling me the Z target.
He talks about this fourth wall thing I've never heard of before. Like,
Yeah.
He's got these weird theologies about us being all just players in a game, and it's like a whole thing.
He put the most capable character in a dress and shoved her in a room. Yeah.
And it somehow has to do with that destiny that is related to the controllers. Just if you hear him babbling about controllers, just don't just nod along until he's done.
Look, I'm pretty sure your fish mom said something about praying, so we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I wonder what Zelda's doing in Hyrule Castle.
napping.
Yeah.
You think?
Praying.
She's probably just watching
Knitting.
us on the stone, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's supposed to be one of the
fair.
functions of that thing.
She
Yeah,
could
it's
do
kind
that.
of crystal ball.
No
Guess
comments.
TV.
She's decided to not interfere or talk to us anymore, but she's gonna watch everything. I think it's pretty great how Medley jumps in first. She like nods at Link, like, "All right, we're doing
Let's
this."
go.
Jumps right in. I'm like, "You don't have any weapons. What are you doing?"
But I can fly.
So we go ahead and jump on in too, and we're off to the races with the creepy dungeon of fun.
Yeah.
Woo!
This was
It's pretty
100
I mean, it's all right.
like a Bokoblin fortress beforehand. With all the skulls and everything everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, why is there a bunch of dead stuff down here in this holy place? Like in the corner.
I don't
Right.
I don't know. These two dungeons that we're in, like, I mean, we'll probably describe the other one when we get there, but they got weird analog. Like this seems like a lot of death themes.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I mean, but
Burial.
rays of light as well. So I don't know. I don't know what we're dealing with exactly.
Very
It's kind
like
of Egyptian.
Icona Canyon-esque
And
like puzzles.
And the music has like Australian vibes to it for some reason.
Okay.
That threw me off. The instrumentation
Didgeridoo?
has a lot of the like humming noises that I can't place what instrument that is, but whenever I hear it, I just think of like every stereotypical 90s Australia content.
Just a
ever made.
didgeridoo.
Yeah, that, and for some reason what calls back is a scene of Crocodile Dundee with a like a plaque of some kind on a string, whipping it around in a circle to make a buzzing noise. You know what I'm talking about?
In somewhere in my lizard brain, I remember this.
I'll have to Google it.
Yeah, and every time like that low noise you're talking about, or didgeridoo-esque thing, or whatever it is, it sounds like the beginning rumbling of the glowing stone, and so like I think I'm like about to get a call. And like, oh nope, it's just the background music.
A bull roarer is what it's called.
A bull roarer. Okay.
Yeah. Bull roarer. BULLORARER. A bull roarer. I don't
It's a weird movie.
Yeah,
There's some weird Australian things in there for sure, but that is just a weird movie.
it is. It is. All right. Apparently, there are different kinds of this thing that I'm talking about from different parts of the world, which it makes it infinitely more interesting because it's not just an Australian thing. This has been used a couple different places. It looks like,
Okay.
including
So
like
the
Native
bull
American
roar
cultures.
is not it.
The what?
It ain't a bull roar. I was just listening to it. It makes like a helicopter sound.
Okay,
So I think what you were looking for just a didgeridoo
it might be just a didgeridoo
thing.
Yeah. That too.
The bull roar is like a tiny little thing, and it sounds like it's a helicopter. It's kind of scary. Dude swinging around. It's like that'd be intimidating. Someone just walking up to you with that thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's more a weapon.
Didgeridoo is also traditional Australian. Yeah. No, just sorry. I was just. It's just they're both. They are both used in traditional Australian music and signaling. So
I would love to see how they incorporate that bull roar into a song.
I mean,
Hey guys, you ever heard of the helicopter?
it's like convergent music evolution. Like people in a few different places of the world, it sounds like, spun one of those around and was like, "Nah, we can do that. We can do something with that." No, Terry, keep that going.
Jim, get on drum.
fever. The only prescription is more bull roar.
all right. Oh. So yeah, aside from the interesting choices of instrumentation, this place is guarded by moblins, but filled with Poes and Redeads. And I think the first official
Mhm.
instance of Stalfos in this game.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Bubbles.
early. Oh, yeah. Well, some really mean bubbles for sure.
Yeah.
Cursed bubbles.
We've seen some fire bubbles before, ice bubbles, I think. But I said before that my most feared enemy was mini blends. And I was like, even some things we'll find in the Earth Temple later, like mini blends are worse. I forgot about my least favorite Zelda bad guy of all time. I turned a corner and saw the Floor Master hole and
Oh yeah.
absolutely crapped my pants and was like, "Oh yeah, you're here. I hate you. Hi."
Yeah,
Can't
there's
stand them. Someone.
very
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say those floor masters. There's some specific ways to handle them, but to me, it always feels like I'm in a duel. Whenever one pops out, I'm like, I do not
Mhm.
like either of us could win this.
Yeah, this could go either way. Someone in my stream chat asked if I fear these more or the hands from Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm like, oh, Wind Waker, hands down. Like no pun intended. Absolutely, these can throw me out of a dungeon.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I'm so afraid of them. Like even as a kid, as a kid, these dungeons are hard. Like the Super Nintendo dungeons and like the Forest Temple in Ocarina, and like these things are hard. And when a wall master jumps out at you and pulls you out of the dungeon, like that's terrifying. That is lost progress. You're gonna have to slog back through the dungeon. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh.
Thus ends my floor master rant.
I mean, at least we have a meat shield for him.
It's true.
Well-
throw the bird at him.
You throw the bird at him.
they can kidnap the bird too, though. So
Yep.
Yeah, but
Send
it
her
takes
out
a
of the
sec.
dungeon.
You get her nabbed up, and then you just beat him down.
No.
oh my gosh, use her as bait.
Yeah, I, every single one I used her as bait.
That's messed up.
All
I
right.
wonder
she's
if, like-
fine.
So these things also have the fun mechanic of you can play bomb toss with them.
Oh, that's
Uh,
right.
So So if you get close enough to them where they appear, you can throw a bomb to them and they'll catch it. But if the bomb has not been cooked long enough, they will throw it back at you,
I
which
forgot
is
about
fun.
that. The same thing with Dekubabas in like Skyward Sword and maybe Twilight Princess.
Yeah. So that's fun. I mean, I tend to go into first person mode and shoot him like a BMOS, like kind of inch up until they pop out and then start manually shooting at them. Just because otherwise the distance is hard to gauge. I feel like if you're not in first person mode, like when they're available for lock on and stuff like that.
At some
Some of
point
them
I
are
was
really
in-
generous and will pop up from like a mile away, and you can just blast them from a distance.
That is
But some of
cool.
them don't come up until you're right on top of them, and those ones are frustrating to fight.
At some point I just was over them. They grabbed Medley and I was just done with it. And yeah, just got up in their face and hit them like 4 times. It was just real aggressive about it, and it worked.
Yeah. Because if they come at you and you're already swinging your sword, they will get hit. Like they're
Yeah.
not. They don't have iframes or anything. It's just
Imagine if they
get
have
you, it's
knockback.
hard to do anything else.
Yeah.
You had to hit them
And
4
then you had
times.
If
without
they had
knockback.
super armor.
Yeah.
I found if you're standing like right up on them, they can't grab you because they're like trying to grab around the perimeter around them. That might be
You
a
gotta
thing.
give them a
Yeah, and
hug?
yeah, just give them a hug. Also, their hitbox like goes down to their wrist, so when you hit them and the hand like reels back, it straightens out and you can't really hit it. But I think it's like the
Oh.
top part of the hand, like the wrist-ish area.
And
that you gotta get.
they're pretty good catchers too. I mean, if you come running in, sometimes they'll just get you on the way in.
Yeah.
So I will say, the first one I encountered, I just ran straight for it, thinking that like he would pop out before I got to him, so that I could like start attacking him. But he didn't, and I fell in the hole, and then it did the whole animate. Like so, I fell in the hole
Oh
of the
no!
shadow,
No.
and then it did the animation of him afterwards. I had already fallen and like grabbing me, so it was like very delayed.
That
So
first room, I
weird.
couldn't get him to pop out of the hole. You're right, but I didn't step into the hole. I just stayed away from them. Like when I couldn't get it to work, I just got more scared of them and got further away from them.
Yeah.
One trick they like to pull in this place a lot is the curse fog, and they put the floor masters like right in there, like right in the fog. So what the fog does is it makes it so you can't use your sword or any items, is what I understand.
Mhm.
So
yeah, the
you
fog
can
does
just
that,
run
and
around.
then the bubbles poison gets you flipped around. Like there are 2 different kinds of fog poison in this.
I was gonna
No,
say I thought
I think
the
the bubble
fog-
poison is the same thing. It's when
Same
the
thing.
pose like possess your body. That's when your guy starts
Yeah.
having wonky controls.
Thank you. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, the Poe possession will turn you all sorts of around, but you can still fight that way. It's just a little trickier. Like it's harder to get in position for a good lock on or to like swing in the right direction, but it doesn't
They're
completely
annoying.
disable you. It is annoying.
Yeah.
And I think that before you have your mirror shield, after they possess you, they kind of leave the fight. So it's actually a way to clear them out is to just let them take you.
I did that a couple times. It's just like I'm done. I'm not climbing back up there to hit you with another light beam. Just come here.
Yeah. Right. Which I was very surprised by. The second one of them was like, "All right, peace out, I got you," and I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess."
It's like that gif of the witch from Snow White, just like and then runs away.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So this, I mean, aside from all these fun enemies we've been talking about, uh, well, actually, let's just finish up the enemy talk. Now that I say that, so what were the others? Reed Deads are back, as screamy as ever.
Yeah.
They look pretty creepy in the animated style.
Creepy look.
Yeah, I
Yeah, they
found
really nailed it.
Yeah.
a decent strat because a lot of them are hiding in coffins and in sarcophaguses in this game that are like standing up against the wall. So the the whole first panel comes down, and what I found was an effective strategy, and I don't know if this is like actually a good tip at all, was to use the skull hammer and just like give them a good smack the second the thing falls down. And what it does is it makes them like kind of slump down and have to like work to stand back up. And while they're
Okay.
doing that, then you can pull out your sword and just finish them off before they get a chance.
They basically have that animation every time. The first time you approach them, they start to stand up. And so if you
Yeah.
can run in there before they stand up, they will never scream, and you can just hit them 4 times, take them out. That's how I cleared out every Redead. Only one of them jumped on my head, and it was because he was in a grave that was like had a lip on the bottom, so he was up off the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
And there were 3 of them in that room that were like that, and I was able to kill the 2 of them, but one of them I just had problems making contact, and he jumped on my head. But yeah, if you just rush these guys, don't give them a chance to stand up. Just be I was very aggressive. I think the Redeads are what taught me, like, no, I'm done shooting these floor masters. Like, just get in there. Like, let's get this over with.
Gotcha.
Hey guys, ice arrows will also buy you a little time to run in there if they're like already standing.
I think so. Yeah, because I tried that a little bit, but I didn't know how much damage I was doing necessarily. So
yeah.
I was
If you chuck a bomb at them too,
okay.
It does a similar thing. Like when they go to wake up or whatever, like they'll slump again if you explode them. So there's different ways to close the gap. The thing I will say is if you don't hit them fast enough, like if they get into scream mode and you are close enough, they don't waste time screaming at you. Like the second that clip begins to sound, they'll just jump right on your face if you're close enough. So it's very quick in a way that I don't appreciate.
They don't do a whole heck of a lot of damage though. I only got hugged once and I got him off and I only lost half a heart.
I was like,
I'm telling you,
I got hit.
That pig.
That pig.
Seriously.
3 hearts.
I was thinking a lot about that pig while I was running through this dungeon. I am not lying. Like that speech from last week stuck with me. That pig does an insane amount of damage, and I don't know, the lids falling off of the graves do a quarter of a heart. And so like, yeah, the Redead gave me half a heart, maybe a whole heart. I was like, oh, so what? That's like getting hit on the head 4 times with the stone slab. Like, big whoop. Nothing compared to getting thrown out of the dungeon or back to the beginning of the dungeon. Like, please.
Yeah. I think the idea behind the big pig, because you can get a pig attack from the little pigs on Windfall if you really go at them. I think the idea behind the big pig is that it's probably stuck in a little cage, or it's
too heavy to jump out.
It's on a giant island and it's the only thing attacking you. So in order for the pig attack to feel meaningful, he's got to pack some heat. Like he's got to get some damage in there. So he's a biggins, because you can antagonize him through the fence and just not get hit. It's I think they gave him all that strength because odds are he's only going to get you once.
The real question is, who hits harder, Ganon or the pig?
Well, I guess we'll learn that. Probably the pig, though.
I mean, I'm just thinking about YouTube videos of people in Breath of the Wild taking chickens to Lionel fights.
Yeah.
And I just want to see that pig go crazy on Ganon.
Yep.
We talked about the pose and what they are up to. You hit them with some light and they become corporeal and you can smack them up that way. That's kind of the trick with them. And then we'll talk more about them later. And then there's the Stalfos that we mentioned. Very cool mix of like 2D Stalfos mechanics and 3D ideas. So unlike some other Stalfos we've seen, these guys carry these big clubs. I don't know if you'd call it a mace. It's got spikes on it though. And they swing it in a big circle. They're kind of top heavy, kind of clumsy, but The trick with them is just bombs for the most
Yeah.
part.
So old school
Mm.
Zelda strats for Stalfos.
Like you can just attack them until they fall apart, and then their head will kind of bounce around. You got to chase the head down and smack that.
Yeah.
And if you don't do enough damage, they'll start to reassemble.
Mhm.
But shortcut, if you use a bomb, they just explode immediately. And when they start to reassemble, if you just lay a bomb where they're going to come back, once they're done
Okay.
assembling, that bomb will go off and they'll just scatter again. So they become pretty useless once you start using bombs.
And they're not very quick, so I would just toss a bomb at them, and if I needed to bait them forward a little bit, then I would. But for the most part, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah. Cool looking enemy though. Definitely a fun fight. It's just
like 'em a lot.
they really played up the first one as like this really big mini boss. But if you've played the game before, you're like, this is a pushover. And then after you fight him, they're like immediately like, now fight 2. And it's like, yeah. still
All right.
not much, but okay. I understand
I'll
what you're
fight
saying.
I'll fight his 2 equally goofy friends.
I didn't know you could use bombs
I
on
was,
them, but if you shoot them with an arrow, it makes their head spin and buys you some time to smack them around.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so most of this dungeon, aside from the floor masters, I was actually using the hammer. It was just in my quick menu.
Yeah.
Most of the dungeons, I just was using it. It's very useful against a group of enemies that we haven't talked about yet, the chews, because they kind
Yes.
of relate to the dungeon's mechanics. But it's also obviously re-dead. And then the Stelphos, it's a KO.
Ew.
Really?
Okay.
If you just hit it on them, they're done. It's crazy. I was like, "Oh, I feel
Does it
powerful."
just scatter them, or does it actually like destroy them? Destroy them.
Yeah, so if you do there's like the horizontal swing, and then you have the vertical swing, and the vertical swing just destroys their head.
Dude,
Huh. Okay.
that's awesome.
It was wild.
Good deal.
That's yeah. I'll do it differently.
Wasted so much time.
Speaking of those chews, though, they introduce a new type. There are these purple chews. I don't know if they have like an official name,
Bug juice chews.
Let's see.
but they don't. As far as I can tell, they don't. Like they just drop standard jelly. They don't drop any special jelly. But
No.
they are only vulnerable if you get them in some light. So maybe they're shadow chews or something. They become stone when they go in the light. But before they're in the light, if you swing anything at them, they just dissipate into a bunch of bubbles of their own goop and then reassemble, as if to just say, we dodged it. Like, you didn't hit us with anything. We're still here. It's a really cool effect, but it's really annoying to fight.
Dark chews, that's I guess what they're called.
Yeah. And so you can, when you get them turned into stone, a lot of times they're for switches. You put them down on switches to hold them down. They basically become a block puzzle of their own, but you know,
and it's timed because they can wiggle out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So like I kept them down pretty much. Anytime they moved an inch, it was almost like the weeping angel thing. Like Doctor Who is like every time I saw like the group of Choo Choo move while I was trying to like move Medley around or figure out the puzzle, I would just slam this hammer down on the ground and like stuns them for 3 seconds, and I would just go about my business, keep
Okay.
stunning. It was kind of funny. The whole group gets stunned unless they're jumping at you.
The secret
Right.
hammer
Really useful
dungeon.
tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
There's one really cool set piece that I want to call out. Well, there's maybe like 2 rooms that I actually want to talk about, but one of them is a room where you go in with 2 of these chews, and you have to use a fire arrow to burn a tapestry to let light into the room.
Yeah.
It's like one of the only times in the game that you have to do this. So it stands out to me. I always thought it was in a later dungeon, but I guess it's right here. So yeah, just an interesting moment, kind of a callback to Majora's Mask, yeah.
And
Kinda.
Spirit Temple and Ocarina.
Do you burn
I think you have to burn something to
Let light in.
let light
I know you have to
in.
like bomb a wall to let light in. Like there
Oh,
are things to
maybe
do
that's what I'm
to
thinking of.
let light in, but yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
definitely the general or whatever.
right. That I mean, the Stalvos in this game look like they're callbacks to that guy too, so
Yeah.
it's very fitting. And then the other room is the giant laser maze room where you're just bouncing light all around the room.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
you can skip like half of that room if you want, just by
Oh,
knowing how to use a mirror.
that's true.
It's pretty
You just need to
great.
you basically just need to uncover all the walls and then push some of the blocks into place. I don't even think you need to push all of them. Or like, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
mean
maybe can just get
there's an
away without
invisible
pushing the
treasure
block.
chest on the other side of the room, and that's like one of the only
Yeah.
things that you'd want light over there for. But if you open it, it's just a joy pendant. So I was like, well,
Oh,
for future reference, we're never doing this whole room again.
I'm out.
Because once you get light up towards the front, you can hit both of the eyes from one side of the room on the way forward,
Okay.
and none of the other stuff is really that important. So
Yeah. Big
yeah,
theme in this dungeon is getting Medley to point light at stuff and then the two of you bouncing light off each other to do stuff, which is cool, but also like, okay, now I gotta play the song. Okay, now I gotta put her over here and do this. And every time you want to mess with something,
Play
you
that
also can't call
song.
her to you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a, "Hey, Nintendo, did you not learn from the elegy of" or wow, elegy of emptiness, of how people didn't like that
Oh,
in the Stone Temple?
there's a lot
No,
of things about the
doing it
elegy of
again.
emptiness that's unsettling and not to like.
I will
Yeah.
say though,
yeah.
at least they made it so you didn't have to watch like the after you played the song, you didn't have to hear like the as it like zooms in on her and you like take control. It just kind of pops over to her really quick after the first time.
Yeah,
That's true.
and I also appreciated that I didn't have to be standing anywhere near her for it to work. As long as you're in the same
That is
room,
true.
it would
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
We were in like a 2-story room completely on the opposite side of each other. And I was like, please, just please, I hope this worked. And yeah, sure enough.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I did that too. She was like a whole story above me and through like a winding hallway, and I played it and still got her. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Oh, but yeah, trying to call her to follow you, you have to get right up in her face.
Yeah.
Speaking of pointing light, I don't think we actually talked about the device that we get.
Oh yeah, from the Stalfos.
Oh yeah. So we fight the Stavros and we get the mirror shield.
Woo!
Eh,
long time series staple. The mirror shield. They brought it back for Tears of the Kingdom, right? Or do you just make your own by attaching a mirror to a shield?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
There's mirrors everywhere.
I was kind of trying to figure out the pattern on it in this game. Like, obviously, the
Mhm.
Triforce is in the middle, and there's what looks to be like, I don't birds like on each side, but it's sort of weird and distorted on the bottom because it's, I don't know if it's like claws or feathers, or it's just a weird pattern, and I cannot make sense of it.
So what it is it's two birds. Those are wings going down. So those would be feathers. But the birds are looking at each other as if one is looking in a mirror. You get it?
Well, I get it,
Whoa.
but the design is just weird and creepy.
Okay.
Like, they got, like, like a bent foot, like, they, like, pushed the mirror, like, broke their foot as the and their wings are like blocks. I don't know, it's just really weird.
I,
Weird design choice for me.
And if
I would have
And
rather
it
just
fits the
liked the
wing.
face.
creepy theme.
And the Zelda crest, which everybody got tattooed on themselves after Twilight Princess, but originates in this game, has wings on it. Bird
Yeah, but that
stuff.
one looks cool.
Yeah, but there's bird
This one looks like
incorporation.
a 5-year-old draw it.
Well, maybe there's some kind of optical illusion here where it could be two birds looking at each other, but it could also be a mustachioed villain with horns.
Now, see,
like
I like
it,
what you're
I like
thinking
it.
here.
Ooh.
Do you see
I
it?
just think
Ooh.
the artist didn't have enough space to work with, and started drawing the first bird and was like, "Oh, this is gonna be way too big. Oh, gotta go with it. Guess I gotta go with it."
Yeah. You see, the three circles on the shield represent the pearls, and the
No, they don't.
Triforce in the middle represent.
Oh, man.
You're like, no, immediately
You made
no.
that
Get out of here with your symbology talk.
You thought of that after you were done messing up my thing.
So I'm like kind of I pulled up an image of it and I tilted my head upside down looking at it, and this deviant art that I'm looking at like kind of colored it in. I'm kind of getting Girahim vibes, like Girahim's face. You
Okay.
know? Really.
Well, we had the mother great fairy looking like Fee earlier, so
And what is
True.
what is
All
Girahim
forwards.
if not a reflection of Mandrake Ganon?
Exactly.
Hence the mirror shield. All right. So fun with light is what we get.
mm-hmm.
And that helps
fun with light.
us to solve pretty much most of the following puzzles in the dungeon. Most of them are now light puzzles. We talked about how Poes react to light, so that helps us out there too.
It just wants to shine light on all manner of things.
Yeah.
Tombs, you know.
Invisible treasure chests, walls that
Yeah.
crumble when light shines on them. Photoreactive
Big elephant.
concrete.
Big elephant statues.
Right. Also made of the photoreactive concrete for some reason.
I
Mhm.
want to build my house out of photoreactive concrete.
Just crumbles in the sunlight.
And it's gone.
Yeah. It's a silly time. There is a room where you find out that light can actually open up the tombs as well. Like it'll open up a coffin for some reason.
Mhm. Just that one room.
Yeah. It'll dispel cursed fog and also light up eye switches, which is what we kind of talked about with the whole reflection room. Those ones
That's
are just
right.
basically to say, hey, Link and Medley both have to be using their items to get through here. It's just a way to kind of gatekeep the second half of the dungeon.
I have a question for y'all here.
Yeah, what's that?
Once again, you basically get one key at a time. But that's
It's
happening
very
basically in every dungeon.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really.
So the part of this
Yeah.
dungeon that's available at the top, right, that we can see above the water is just like the entrance, and then we go down a long hole, right?
Yeah.
So all of this light that's pouring in from holes that are opening in the ceiling,
Sir, you're thinking about too much.
shouldn't we be drowning ourselves in the process of opening these holes?
Well, you see, there's actually an underground tree that is drawing in sunlight, and
You're saying there's a light route right outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. It's a light route. Yeah, no, I'm stunned. You make a great point.
Oh,
Well, if you notice all of the wonderful scorpion imagery and elephant imagery, which are kind of conflicting, but hey, let's just say they're taking some old school Egyptian mirrors in the tomb kind of thing going on here, except instead of copper mirrors, all the mirrors are just modern uh foil style for some reason.
Yeah.
And there's really like maybe one place where they're catching the sunlight and just bringing it down here and reflecting it all over for us.
Coral's got a flashlight.
He's holding it real good.
He's got that
Real
Lumen
good.
5 million flashlight.
I bought this thing at Sears.
40,000 lumens.
Well, look at it. Don't do it.
Oh gosh. Yeah, there's no reason for this much light to be down here. I mean, it is a death-themed dungeon. Maybe that's just the light at the end of the tunnel, just coming at us from all directions.
Whoa.
I like it.
We're lighting this place up with metaphorical death.
Basically, I have no good answers for you. Lightroot is still my favorite.
There isn't really a good answer. That's why I brought it up, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So many questions.
Do we want to talk about this boss fight at the end of this whole chain, though?
Oh boy, do we.
What a silly Billy boss fight.
Very.
So this is Jalhalla, which is like Valhalla with a J. I don't know who named this guy.
Jalhalla
Could be a soft
is
J.
designed like a
Yadhala.
traditional genie. He's just looking like an Aladdin over here with a kind of looking also like a McDonald's Happy Meal toy.
Oh, no.
And like our goal here is to send Jalhalla to Valhalla.
Yeah.
And kill him.
Yeah, okay, so it's, if you get all 15 Happy Meal toys, you can put them together into one big guy, and it makes Jalhalla.
If Grimace lived in a lamp,
what if it's like
this is what he would look like.
What if it's like how they retconned Gerudo to be like Garido, and so it's like Jahalude, or it's just like there's some like something dumb in there. Like you're supposed to pronounce it weird like this. It's not Jahala, it's like Jalala.
That's jail. Hello. No.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
I don't think so. I think that's Steve.
Steve, the amalgamation of 15 pose.
I think that's 15 Steves.
Steve, the 15 pose in a trench coat.
And like you're supposed to tell me
Who
that
invited all 15 of them?
You're supposed to tell me this Happy Meal is the thing that's responsible for killing the past sage. Like, no, I don't buy that.
Yeah, I guess that's usually like the message is that the boss has killed the elder or the sage or something like that. I just assumed that like Ganon came down here and took care of that Zora himself, but no, you're probably right. This this carnival clown totally took him out.
I mean, how do you defeat this carnival clown if you can't pick it up? And it's like you need them Stronk bracelets for that. Just wears you down with annoyance.
It begs the question, like, if Ganondorf stole Larudo's soul, then how did she appear in ghost form to talk to us?
I was gonna ask that earlier. Like, if he stole her soul, what are we talking to?
I don't know. I think Bill just had a really off day. Like, his Bill
the translator.
Bill Trennan, yeah. I think just as, things were really tight at home, and Miyamoto, like, wasn't, saying nice things about him, and he's just having a rough day. He probably should have just said he stabbed me, and that would have been, less cryptic.
Right. Because otherwise, the implication is that one of these pose is Larudo, and
I like that. We're coming up with so much good stuff today. God, we should. When's Wind Waker 2 coming out?
Next month.
Oh, I can't wait.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, this guy basically, you shine a light on him just like you would a normal size Poe. He becomes solid, falls to the ground. You lift him up with your super strong power bracelet arms, and you chuck him into a big spike wall. He pops into 15 pose. And that's when you pull out your family secret technique and take these pose to Blender Town.
Give him the hurricane!
And unfortunately, it's scripted that once you take out 5 of them, the other ones reform. So you have to go through 3 cycles.
Yeah, time limit or five dudes.
Yeah. I
Zelda
mean,
bosses
come
love their
on.
cycles.
If you're the spinning murder top, though, are you really not taking out 5 dudes? I mean,
Seriously, the legend has become true.
this is I think this is the fight that move was made for. Like this fight specifically, there's no reason not to be spinning. I mean, even the pose have swirls on them to kind of imply, hey, you should be spinning for this.
Get that tech. It's spin to win. I forgot that room where the first room with the floor masters where they didn't pop out. I tried the spinning technique. I was like, let's see if this baits something out, and it didn't work. Nothing happened, so I left. But yeah, here it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the last cycle, I failed to get one of them, and I thought it was silly that one individual Poe was able to go into the mask and then, become 15 times its own
Jawahala.
size
Yeah.
and become.
Steve
I'm
shouldn't
like,
be here.
what?
Steve shouldn't be here if there's just one of you.
He is the one.
Finally, this body has just one personality within. I can make uniform decisions without having to get the quorum together.
I am the Omni-Steve.
Convene the Council of Steves. We must make decisions immediately.
I have disbanded the Council of Steves. There is only one Steve.
I now am the Council of Steves.
So, something I read online about this guy makes him sound a lot cooler than
I'm
the
sorry,
clown that he is.
cooler than the Omni-Steve we just came up with?
Yeah.
Okay. Omni-Steve is pretty darn cool, though.
Have you met him? He's rad.
So his name, Jahala, he's like in the figurine thing, he's protector of the seal, which is, come on, that's kind of lame. And most languages translate to roughly guardian of the seal, protector of the seal, keeper of the seal, whatever. But in Spanish, they decided to turn it up a notch. I don't know what translator was working that day on Spanish Day, but they called him Fate Trinity.
Oh, snap.
And I thought that was so dang cool.
Fate Trinity.
Turn it up.
Steve, the Fate Trinity.
I can't. I'm
I mean,
trying to
that's
wrap my
either-
brain around what that even means, but it's just
That's
It's
either
two
our,
words that sound cool next to each other. It's like Admiral Wolverine Lightning Bolt.
I mean, it's either our band's new name or our first album.
all right.
I was thinking Triforce, some Triforce. but
Yeah,
I don't know.
right. Fate Trinity. I mean, the 3 fates, right? That'd be what that would have to
3
refer
wishes,
to,
maybe. I don't know, because he's a genie.
Mm,
Oh,
right. Disney.
you just ruined it by saying that, though.
Oh, dang.
It's not because it's inaccurate. It's perfectly accurate. It's like, oh yeah, I guess there's no mystery anymore. That's okay. The Fate Trinity still sounds pretty cool.
Can you imagine if you're like Link and since he's a genie, you make your wish. You're like, I wish you were dead. Or,
Bro.
no, I wish I was dead. And then he does the spell, but it's an actual spell. And then Link just pulls up the mirror shield and reflects it back at him and kills him.
Hopefully that's how they do it in the movie.
Miss me with that wish.
In the new live action.
Yeah, I can't wait
Link,
to what's his face.
Is that Fate Trinity?
Yeah, you know it is, baby.
No, that's Omni-Steve.
I'm not Omni-Steve.
So many good names for this episode already. So,
All right. So so we win. We get our heart piece. We play the song with Medley in order to power up the Master Sword. And then we can kind of head out after that. And you know, Medley, plays with Larudo this time. It tells you that the Master Sword is at least somewhat powered up. There's one more to do because of how we decided to play the game.
Its wings pop out.
The scene right before Omni-Steve ends up, shattering, I thought was hilarious, where he's just looking
Oh,
around. He's like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, there's no more pose now," and he looks at you like, okay, bye," and he's like, "Oh, no, 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 no," and he just kind of like looks like he's shimmying up the wall.
It's just the mask.
Yeah,
like,
it's just a
like
mask.
floating
Yeah.
up, and it gets hit by like Coral's flashlight, and it's like, no.
This is the 60,000 turbo mode. Click.
I shoved an extra D battery in here. Don't ask me how.
It's like a magazine for D batteries. Took the limiter
I'm
out.
empty. Hand me another one.
He's got a drum mag for his D batteries on
Thing
the
drains it in like
flashlight.
5 seconds.
It is interesting to me that they did that because if you guys remember, the Helmrock King had a similar fate when it was flying up into the air. Like all the spotlights shine on it before it poofs away.
Mm-hmm. If he'd been on the ground, he would have been fine. He flew up into the air, then the flashlight turned on, which like freaked him out, and then he fell to the ground and broke into pieces. It was like, yeah, if you just stayed down here, you would have
Right.
just gotten hit by light and been having, probably a bad time still, but maybe not shattered.
Like you might not know this, but if you're harmless, I'm not gonna just kill you. Like you can basically say like, "Hey, I'm unarmed. Am I good to just go?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, go
Do you know how to
ahead."
play bass? My friend here plays like guitar. Like, you guys could jam. You kind of got this like percussion sound. Maybe you could be the drummer. Just do that chattering thing.
I mean, I've always wanted the power of being able to conglomerate with 14 of my friends. I mean, my face is available.
And look, I'll teach you how to play music if you show me how to do that.
Yeah. Become the Omni-Link. It'll be great.
So Medley's gonna pray for a while.
Medley's gonna pray. She's gonna play this song with Larudo. They're gonna power up the Master Sword, and then she's just gonna live here, of all places.
Mm-hmm. Keep praying. Gotta
So
keep
much
praying.
food around to stay alive on.
So much food, so peaceful. Definitely not full of enemies the second you leave this room.
Mm-hmm.
It's not,
big place,
great
nice house all to yourself.
Great aesthetic. Spikes on all the walls.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I want my house to be eventually.
Why wouldn't you want to move here by yourself and you're lonesome and just live here
This
the rest of your days?
nice bungalow.
I also just wanted to say towards the end here, I guess it's fine, that we should all be really appreciative of how good of a condition Medley has kept that harp in, because if it wasn't shined every single day, it wouldn't be able to reflect light beams across an entire room. So we should all thank her for taking care of that religiously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
That's a family heirloom.
It shines so clear that you can see the face in the reflection.
Yeah.
Like when the light hits the wall, it still makes the face.
And she spends 3 hours polishing this every day for the past who knows how long.
Well, that's a secret of the Rito is that their wings that they use to play it just kind of naturally polish it as they go.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, it's just some oil on those feathers that's just perfect.
Incredible. And so we get our fancy reward of having a slightly better weapon. I don't think it actually does any more damage in this game.
I believe it does.
Does it?
Because I think so. Because in the randomizer, there's multiple sword upgrades, and each make you a little bit more powerful. Because I think there's like technically, you get the base level sword, and then there's 3 other upgrades above that. So four sword checks in total in the randomizer. But yeah, I think the
damage scaling, but I don't know the numbers on it.
We get the bat symbol kind of pops out the bottom of our sword.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But it's still not glowing with the light to repel evil, so it's still not going to be effective against Ganondorf.
It's not there yet.
Yeah. It won't shine. We can't shine the bat signal. We just have the bat signal.
Like, if only we could beat Ganon in 5 minutes while Coral's just shining his 40,000 lumen flashlight on the sword, that would probably do it, but I don't think we can be quite that quick.
See, there it is, Mayo. There's the value of coral. You said probably nothing
there it
earlier,
is.
but turns out his 40,000 lumen flashlight has been the key this whole time.
Like I put some of those like glowing star
How did I
stickers
not
on the
know?
sword. Let me just shine the flashlight at it real quick, and then you've got like a minute tops of power.
Glow in the dark technology from back in the day. All right. Well, I think that's all we're looking to cover this time around, because next time, I mean, basically Coral's just going to tell us we got another dungeon to head to. So, yeah, if you guys don't mind, I'll close this one out for us.
Woo! Woo!
All right. This has been our episode of A for No, B for Yes, covering the Earth Temple. Next episode, we'll be doing a little more exploration. We'll probably be heading over to the Wind Temple. So catch us next time on A for No, B for Yes.
Always use 5D battery flashlights.
This is Han Daddy Holla with Popop 6FM signing off.
Come down to open mic night to see Omni-Steve.
Did you get all that?